So Deanna, what taxes does someone have to pay after someone dies?
Well, there are several different types of tax returns that could be required if you have a loved one die. I'm going to go over three. Let's just start with the three most common, and actually the first one is the most common. So that would be if you had a loved one pass away, and even if they had earned income for the first 6 months of the year. So maybe they pass away in June or July, then the first type of tax return that's going to need to be filed is a final income tax return. So just as you and I have to file tax returns every year, well, then we have to file a final tax return, a final income tax return for your loved one. There also may be an estate income tax return that would need to be filed. So if your loved one had a certain amount of income after they have passed away, maybe from things like their investment account had continued to earn interest and dividends, or maybe they had a business that paid income after they had passed away, or any gains from the sale of stocks or real estate, then this second type of return would need to be filed. The third type of return would be, this doesn't affect the majority of us, at least with the current income exclusion, the current amount of assets that you can have is the estate death tax return. So if you were so blessed to have over $11.58 million when you passed away, any assets over that $11.58 million, your heirs could have to pay taxes on those. That estate death tax return would then need to be filed, but you can see how that's not very common for most people. So although it's not very common, some people may be closer to this amount than they think.
Okay.
So if you have a life insurance policy and the death benefit amount is $5 million, that's added. What if you own a business and the valuation, which a lot of people don't really know the value of their business, but what if it was $5 million? So that's 10. And then what if you had inherited some land in North Georgia and it was worth $3 million?
Oh, wow.
So you're already up to $13 million. And in that situation, then we would want to do some tax preparation to make sure that your heirs aren't being taxed yet again on those assets. So that's a great question.
Okay, so three types. One, before I died, what income I made. Two, the income my estate made after I died. And then three, death or inheritance tax for the entire accumulation if it's over 11.58.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Perfect.
Got it.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.